There are always striking aspects of cultural similarities between adjacent ethnic groups. But what if these peoples are located huge distances apart across land and sea? As far as we know, they have never interacted with each other historically, perhaps ever even today. Here we tour ethnic groups from Indonesia, Malaysia, Taiwan, Myanmar and India. They are Toraja, who live in Tanah Toraja and Toraja Utara Regencies, South Sulawesi, Indonesia. Dayak, who live in Kalimantan, Indonesia and Sarawak State, Malaysia. Binan, who live in Nantou County and central Taiwan. Naga, who live in Nagaland and northeast India as well as the Naga self-administered zone, Myanmar. Assamese, who live in Assam, India. And finally the Mizo, who live in Mizoram and northeast India. Here are some of the broad cultural similarities amongst these international ethnic groups. Past headhunting practices among the Toraja, the Dayak, the Binan and the Naga. Building roof design, wood carving, among the Toraja and Naga. Costume and headdress, traditional religion, among the Dayak and Naga. Polyphonic vocals among the Naga and Binan. Musical scales, percussion and dance forms, female headdress, among the Dayak and Assamese. Bamboo dance forms, among the Dayak and Mizo. Our first tour stop are the Toraja ethnic group. These people are indigenous to South Sulawesi, Indonesia. The word Toraja comes from the Buginese language of their neighbors the Bugis, term Toraja, meaning people of the uplands. Majority of the Toraja people live in the two administrative regencies of Tanah Toraja and Toraja Utara. This interactive location is Kitkisu Village, Sulawesi, Indonesia. Kitkisu is a famous cultural village of the Toraja people. What we see here are traditional Torajan ancestral houses, called tongkonans. And a dozen of storehouses called alang can also be seen. There are tomb caves, with several graves, behind the village. Torajans are renowned for their elaborate funeral rites, burial sites carved into rocky cliffs, massive peaked roof traditional houses and colorful wood carvings. Like many Indonesian ethnic groups, the Toraja were headhunters and participants in inter-village raids. Villages were thus located strategically on hilltops and were heavily fortified. Our next tour stop are the Dayak, who are the native people of Borneo Island. Dayak is a loose term for over 200 ethnic subgroups, each with its own dialect, customs, laws, territory and culture, although common distinguishing traits are readily identifiable. In the past, Dayaks had the formidable reputation of ferocious headhunters with rules and rituals for warriors. This interactive location is the Pampang Cultural Village, Samarinda, Kalimantan, Indonesia. Pampang Cultural Village is a tourist attraction having residents from the Kenya Dayak ethnic group. Visitors can view traditional Dayak houses, as well as several other art and cultural attractions. The venue also has performances of cultural shows and dances. The most salient feature of Dayak social organization is the practice of longhouse domicile. This is a structure supported by hardwood posts that can be hundreds of meters long, usually located along a terraced river bank. At one side is a long communal platform, from which the individual households can be reached. Traditionally, this house is big enough to accommodate all the members of a family as they grow, called bateng. This house consists of 3 parts, namely the patio or panti, the lobby space which is used to gather the whole family, and sleeping space or booth that is a personal space of each head of the family. This interactive location is the traditional longhouse, Dayak, Rodoging, Pontianak, Indonesia. Called Bateng, Rodoging, this building is a replica of the traditional longhouse of the Dayak of Kalimantan, Indonesia. This specific building is used for art and culture performances of the Dayak tribes at Pontianak City. The Benin are an ethnic group of Taiwan and are best known for their sophisticated polyphonic vocal music. Benin were known to be fierce warriors and headhunters. In the past, Benin villages used to be constantly on the move in Taiwan's central mountain range, looking for new hunting grounds and practicing slash-and-burn agriculture. The Naga people are an ethnic group conglomeration of several subgroups native to Nagaland, the northeastern India and northwestern Myanmar, Burma. The Naga speak various, distinct languages, yet have similar cultures and traditions. In the past, the Nagas practiced headhunting, and ritually preserved the hands of enemies as trophies. This interactive location is the Kisalma village, Nagaland, India. Kisalma is a Naga cultural heritage village. It is the venue for the annual Hornbill Festival, usually held from December 1st through December 10th. Visitors can view traditional dormitory houses, called morongs, of various Naga tribes, as well as art and crafts displays. Our tour's last stop are the Assamese and Mizo ethnic peoples. The Assamese people are the indigenous people of the state of Assam, India. They are a physically diverse group formed after years of assimilation of Austroasiatic, Indo-Aryan, Tibeto-Burman and Thai races. The Mizo people are an ethnic group native to Mizoram, northeastern India, western Burma, Myanmar, and eastern Bangladesh. This interactive location is the Rangar, Sibsagar, Assam, India. This building was the sports pavilion for the King of Assam. Visitors can view Assamese historical architecture. There are several royal and Hindu religious buildings in this village. All media are the copyright of their respective owners. Background music by Navajo Ute musician R. Carlos Nakai.